Magandang araw po sa ating lahat. Good day to all of us. Ako po si Deborah Garcia and welcome to another series of lessons where you will learn not just the theories and form of the language but also the function and the usage. But before you watch this video, please make sure that you've already watched the previous series with 18 lessons in it. I put the link of the first lesson in the description box below because in that series I discussed all the major theories that would help you understand the Filipino language from the very basic to the advanced level. So if you're ready, grab your pen and paper and let us learn all about conversational Filipino. Today, I'm going to show you how to start a conversation with someone you just met. For example, if you just got hired in a company and you don't know anyone yet, then your problem would be how to start a small talk with someone. For Western people, it's usually the weather that they want to talk about. But in the Philippines, the weather is quite predictable. If it's not sunny, then it's rainy. So let's skip that topic and let's look at this example that I prepared for you. Before we read the sample dialogue, let's go ahead and check some vocabulary words first. So the first one that we have here is bago. Bago in English is new. Next one, ako. It means I. Tayo means we. Sabay means together or do it together. Mahal, expensive. And sabi, say. Now let's go to the dialogue. A. Hi, bago ka dito? B. Oo, first day ko. A. Ganun ba? Ako nga pala si Ana. B. Ako naman si Mika. Nice meeting you. A. Ako rin. Sabay tayo mag-lunch mamaya? B. Okay, sige, pero nagbaon ako. A. Ako rin. Mahal ang pagkain sa kantin. B. Oo, sabi nga nila. Here's the transcript of the dialogue again, and I underlined the vocabulary words that I read to you earlier. So let us analyze each sentence so that we can translate them one by one in English, okay? So A. So as you can see here, there are two people talking. So let's start with A. A says, Hi, bago ka dito? So in Filipino, the word hi is very common. So when we greet someone, we don't really say mabuhay. That's how we teach foreigners to greet in Filipino, but in conversational Filipino, we do not use mabuhay to greet someone. So we say hi or hello. Hi, bago ka dito? What's bago again? Bago is new. Ka is you. And dito is here. It means hi, new you here. Or in exact translation, hi, are you new here? And then B says, Oo, first day ko. Oo is yes. First day, of course, it's first day. It's the same. And then ko is my. So, yes, first day, my. Or, yes, it's my first day. And then A says, Ganun ba? Ako nga pala si Ana. Ganun ba? I think I discussed this in the previous series. It's one of our favorite expressions. When we say really, it means really. So, ganun ba? Really? Ako. What's ako again? It's I. Nga pala si Ana. So, she gave her name here and she said I. So, it means she's introducing herself. Nga pala is just an expression. Hey, by the way. It's like saying by the way. Hey, by the way, I'm Ana. And then B says, Ako naman si Mika. Ako is I again. Naman is and. It's like saying and. And I am Mika. And I am Mika. Nice meeting you. Maybe you would say nice to meet you, but in the Philippines, we are fond of using this expression, nice meeting you. And then A says, Ako rin. Ako rin. Rin or din is Too in English, too. So me too, I too. It's the same. Sabay tayo mag-lunch mamaya. She's asking a question, but this is really not a question. If we translate this in English, it's just a declarative sentence. But in it's like an offer. So you're saying something, but you're like asking her opinion if she wants to or not. So sabay, what was sabay again? Is together. Do it together. Yeah. Sabay tayo is we or us. So sabay tayo, it means let's or let us. Let us mag-lunch. Lunch is same in English, and then we put the mag here to become a verb. So let us have lunch. Mamaya is later. So she said, ako rin, me too. Let us have lunch later. So as I said, it's actually a declarative sentence, like let's have a lunch later. But because we don't know someone, she might not want to have lunch with me. But then, so I asked like a question, but the sentence is declarative. So she's suggesting actually that they would have lunch together. And then B said, okay, sige. These two are the same. Sige is an expression of agreement, and then we say okay is also an expression of agreement. So these two are the same, but we double it usually. We say okay, sige. Okay, sige. Pero is but. Okay, sige. But nagbaon ako. This word here, baon, refers to the food that we bring to work or to school. It's our lunch actually. But for example, if you're in a night shift, we don't say I brought dinner or I brought supper. We still say baon. Baon refers to the food, any food. It could be for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner that you bring to work because you don't want to buy in the cafeteria or in the canteen because it's expensive. You're saving money, so you bring food. So that's baon. So she said, okay, sige. But nagbaon ako. It means I brought food. I brought my food. And then A said, ako rin. So it's the same, ako rin, me too, I too. And this one, A says, ako rin, I too, or me too, I brought food. Mahal ang pagkain sa kantin. Mahal is expensive, right? Expensive. The pagkain is food. Where? Sa canteen, in the canteen. So the food in the canteen is expensive. And then B said, oo. Sabi nga nila. What is sabi? Say. So, oo, yes. Yes, say them. Or in English you say, yes, that's what they said. Or yes, that's what they're saying. So she agreed, according to what she heard, that the food in the canteen is really expensive. So that's why she brought lunch or food too. So as I said earlier, Filipinos really don't want to talk about weather. Maybe we talk about other things, but for people whom you just met and you want to make friends with, this is very usual with Filipino, especially with women. We ask them to go to lunch together or eat lunch together, and that's where you talk about other things. But for first thing that you want to talk about, we don't talk about hobbies anymore. Maybe we can talk about them during our lunch while we are eating. But usually we approach them with food. So we have lunch together, or if we go to same place, when we go home, we say, oh, let's go home together. So we ride a jeepney together, something like that. Now let's go back to the vocabulary words that I gave to you earlier. Let's use them in a sentence. Number 1, bago ang bag ni Jen. Bago is new. The bag of Jen. So what is that in English? So the bag of Jen is new, or Jen's bag is new, right? Okay, this one. Magluluto ako ng pansit. Root word is luto. Magluluto. What is that? When it's a mag verb and we repeat the first syllable and then we add the root verb. What is the tense of the verb here? Magluluto. It's in the future tense, okay? So, magluluto ako. What am I going to cook? Pansit. So, I am going to cook pancit. If you know pancit, that's a very popular food or Filipino food here. Every birthdays, fiesta, Christmas, even in other occasions, we always have pancit. Okay? Now, number three, sabay silang umuwi. Sabay is together, do it together, right? So, what are they doing together? Sila is they. We put NG there, it's the connector here. So, sabay silang umuwi. This is in the past tense. The root verb is uwi. It's an verb. We put it in the beginning because we cannot insert here because the root verb starts with a vowel. So umuwi is in the past tense. So they went home. They went home together. Okay, that's sabay. Number four, napakamahal ng bahay ngayon. Mahal is the one that's listed in our vocabulary words. So mahal is expensive, right? This one, napaka. When I think in the first series I discussed how we compare, how we do the comparative and the superlative form of the adjective. So when we add napaka, it means that's the superlative form. So it's very expensive. The bahay. Bahay is house. So the house is very expensive. We put ngayon. The exact translation of ngayon in Filipino is today. But when you put it in this kind of sentence in English, you would say the house or houses are very expensive these days. Not really today, but it's these days, okay? Because it won't change the next day for sure. Okay, that's number five. Number five is aalis tayo mamaya. This is our vocabulary word here, tayo. This is our verb. The root verb is alis, and we added the first syllable of the root verb alis, which is a. Aalis. This one is in the future tense. So, aalis tayo. We are going or we are leaving. We are going to leave. Mamaya is later. We are going to leave later. Number six, sabi ni nanay, huwag maingay. Sabi is our vocabulary word. So, say. Nanay is mother. Say, mother. Huwag is don't. Maingay is noisy. Don't be noisy. So, it means mother said, don't be noisy. So for our exercise today, I am going to give you a dialogue with one part only, and then you are going to supply the second part of the dialogue. It's just like the dialogue that I showed to you earlier. Same topic, how to converse or how to talk to someone you don't know, how to start a conversation, and then you can just use or recycle those words that I gave you earlier. So I hope you took down notes, and here it is. And that's all for today. I hope you learned something and I hope you're still enjoying our topics. If you want to suggest a topic, you can go ahead and write your comments below. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so and see you again next time. Bye!